Jen and Jamie on a Thursday.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of What's in the Lunchbox? So if you recall, last week we had cars. And Jamie made a really bad joke.
There is a car in the Bible.
The Honda.
It was a Honda. They were all in one accord.
What
a
a
Honda
gosh.
Accord. But in reality,
There are no cars in the Bible.
sadly, no. No cars.
Nope, not at all. But we are going to talk about means of travel because a car for us nowadays is our primary means of travel, right? I mean, you have to go to the grocery store, you have to go visit grandma and grandpa, you have to go to Walmart, Target, school, church. What do? You just jump in the car. I mean, I don't see thousands of people riding bikes. I don't see, people walking all the way from Waukesha to church here in New Berlin. So yeah, car is easy for us now to think about. But back in Bible times, unfortunately not so much. But
It wasn't an option.
they did have several different means of travel because that's what we're going to talk about today. All the ways in the Bible that they got around.
Yeah, so obviously you guys know walking was a big one. We hear hundreds of different Bible stories that talk about walking from town to town, and especially in the New Testament where they're getting the message out to the different people that, they would walk 20, 30 miles a day to get from place to place, spending the night in different towns as they went. Old Testament, we know that they wandered in the desert for 40 years, so they just walked and wandered for 40 years. So lots and lots and lots of Bible stories about walking.
We also know that they used animals, and not just one kind of animal, several types of animals. We see there's camel caravans bringing spices to different places. I mean, how fun would it be to just go jump on a camel and get around?
There you go. Load up your camel and go to grandma's house for Christmas.
Yeah, or Rebecca in Genesis 24. Rebecca loaded her camels for travel. I mean, sure, why not? Next time you go, I bet a lot of you are going to travel for Thanksgiving. Or people are traveling to you for Thanksgiving. Let's go by camel. Numbers. This is a great story. Balaam and his donkey. Now we don't have talking donkeys, but
That's a whole other one.
but yeah, you just ride the donkey. I mean, that one I feel would be a little bit more difficult just because donkeys don't have the greatest of, reputations when it comes to moving.
Yeah, they can be a little stubborn.
Yeah. Or the Good Samaritan. We hear that the Good Samaritan put the man that was injured on his donkey and took him into town. So there you go. Animals, camels, donkeys, we got it.
If you need it, you got it.
I'm sure there were horses in there somewhere too. We just didn't look that one up.
They also traveled by boat quite a bit. So obviously in the Old Testament, when you talk about a boat, the first thing that comes to mind is Noah's Ark. Noah was commanded to build a boat. That's the first instance of a boat that we have. Yeah. We also know in the Old Testament we've got Jonah, who was trying to run away from God, hopped onto a boat, and then the storms picked up, and the only option was to throw Jonah overboard, and that's how he ended up in a whale, which I guess we could say too another means of transportation would be
whale?
With animals.
Was a big fish.
I
do not want to get around by a big fish.
Used him to, get from out in the middle of the sea to land very grossly and quickly. But we also know there was fishermen in the Bible, so James and John and Peter and all of those guys used boats quite often to fish and to get around.
Jesus, they rowed out in a boat many times.
Jesus was in the boat during the storm. He was napping in the boat when he was told to be quiet. He was also in the boat when they walked on water. He preached from a boat to get out a little bit so that people could hear him better. And then we know that Paul, as part of his missionary journeys, used a boat to get from place to place, and several times actually was shipwrecked.
Unfortunately, that means of transportation did not work well for him.
Yeah, so boat was another way they all got around.
So we're going to ask you at the end of this, but I think my favorite would be this next one that we're going to talk about. Chariots.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just running down Cleveland in your chariot?
This is where our horses come into play, dragging the chariots behind them.
Yeah, so we see in Acts 8, the Ethiopian eunuch rode in a chariot. He was reading the scroll, remember, and he asked Philip to ask him, what does it all stand for? Elijah and the chariots of fire. Like, I think
Not
that
just a normal chariot.
yeah, that would definitely be my choice of transportation, is the Chariots of Fire and the song playing. I mean, everything, just this epic, you know Jennifer's coming, if that's what you hear. And
So if the song was playing, then is that like the first stereo
yeah.
in the car?
Yeah. I'll have to bring my like orchestra behind me because
Yeah.
I don't know how
They
that
have their
works in
own
a chariot. And then in Exodus, the Egyptian army used chariots when they were chasing God's people through the desert and then eventually through the Red Sea. Yeah, so what would be your favorite Bible time means of transportation?
No cars in their
Walking.
garage, but you know, they might be parking their chariots or their
Boats,
boats or their donkeys in the garage so that they
Yeah.
can get from town to town, place to place, going to see grandma Thanksgiving.
So be thankful that, you know, people eventually evolved and developed cars and trains and planes and helicopters so that we could get to places a little bit quicker than walking or riding our camel.
30 miles a day.
All right. With that being said, it is time for...
What's in the lunchbox?
All right, Jamie, what do we have today?
So today's comes with a small disclaimer.
Oh,
We are having printer issues.
Oh, yeah, we have no toner.
We have no toner. Our toner did not get delivered.
okay.
And so I can't print off a picture. So today
Is it hand-drawn?
you are treated to the art stylings of one famous artist, Jamie Green.
It's like Bible times.
It is. So here's
A house?
it's a house.
Oh!
And then this is a gutter.
Okay, so you know...
Downspout. It's the downspout to the house.
Okay. So, disclaimer, she showed me this in the office, and I thought, like, this whole thing was
Nope.
the gutter, and I
Right
was
here.
like, I don't see
Well,
it. But now I see it.
so
Now I see the house.
Here's our downspout. Here's the house. This is the wall of the house. The roof has a very nice overhang to protect the foundation. And then this is the downspout coming off of the gutters of the house.
I see it now. Job well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully next week our copier will be in use.
May we never run out of toner again.
That you don't
All right,
have
gutter.
to do this, but a gutter, a downspout.
Gutter, downspout. Okay.
Because we did get gutter and we did get downspout.
We did. Okay, so,
So,
downspout.
We can do two different ones, or we
Downspout
can
gutter.
combine them.
Well, since so many people have houses built like that in Bible times, this one should be easy.
Super simple.
Join us next week to find out how this wonderful hand drawing of a downspout makes
Keeping
its way
it,
into
too.
the Bible. Yeah, she'll even sign it. Highest bidder,
Yep.
autographed.
Absolutely.
Drawing.
Who wants to buy us lunch?
All right.
Picture's yours in exchange for lunch.
Anyways, all right. Well, we have some work to do, so we're gonna go figure out how downspout fits into the Bible, and we will see you next week on
Jen and Jamie on a Thursday.